What's up everybody and welcome back. Today I want to take you through a shortened version of a project lawn and touch on a few things that I'm doing right now with that particular property. Number one is a summer overseed, doing some patch repair as well as just kind of a general overseeding and threading through with the Barenbrug RPR, as well as using the new GreenePak and talking a little bit about that. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the befores and afters and talk a little bit about what has gone on this lawn and how it's coming along. And then I'll kind of give you an overview of where it's supposed to get to. Let's get started. So it seems like for me, this is going to be the year of summer projects. I got a very interesting call not too long ago, and I'm going to take a look at a property for somebody that really needs some help. And once we get up to this place, I'm going to walk you through what will need to happen, the time frame it's going to have to happen in, and the event that's going to be happening. There is a wedding reception that's going to be happening here, and the idea is to get this lawn whipped into as good a shape, really awesome shape by that time. So that's why I'm here. I want to walk you through just a couple little things that are going on here. Some stuff that I'm not going to be able to take care of, but I think it will be able to get blended in, and then sort of give you an idea of how I'm going to sort of renovate this place in a way, but also be working with what's already existing. Let's take a look around this lawn real quick. So I think from here you can get a pretty good idea of what I'm about to be dealing with here. Today my focus is going to be the broadleaf and feeding this thing and trying to get it growing in the right direction. So I'm going to drop a similar bomb on this like what I did at Boomer's house. And if you haven't seen that, you can click up here and watch that video. This is going to get Green Punch. This is going to get the full biostim pack. And I'm also going to hit it with dethatch as well, because we're just going to try to get some things moving and hopefully turned in the right direction. Now, ultimately, I think I'm going to end up having to do some overseeding as well, which I am going to try to get this grass a little bit thicker before I go through and spread, and I'm probably going to use rye for that. This is all bluegrass aside from the grasses that have worked their way in. So it should actually blend up pretty well and give it a good look when it's all said and done. But I think the big thing right now is kill the weeds and get the lawn responding. Okay, so I've got 5,500 square feet of turf here, and I'm pretty much going to be hitting it with full rates of everything. So I'm going to need close to 3/4 of a gallon of the 1801. I'm going to need 32 ounces of everything else. Best estimates, I should have it done in about 25 minutes, maybe 30, even with that many passes. And, you know, get this thing going in the right direction. Okay, so I just finished spraying, and I wanted to point out a couple of things that I saw when I was out here, so we can draw attention to them for the next video when I come out here and do an update. If you look just here behind me, you can still see the seams from the turf when it was laid, and this was a couple, maybe even 3 years ago when this was put in. So there was a little bit of space and gapping that definitely happened here, and this turf was probably really stressed out for a little while, but you can see every little square. So it'll be one thing to get that kind of hidden and masked away. The other thing going on down here is it's really got a ton of dead matter in it, a lot of matted grass. So I went a little heavier here with the dethatch as well as down here. Now, given how thick it is, we'll see how it takes down over the next couple of weeks, but I might bring that Sun Joe up here and open this up a little bit, just because if I'm going to seed into this, I want to make sure that I get good contact. Okay, so here we are 4 weeks later. It's time to take a look and see if we've made an impact on this place. And as you can see, The answer is yes. There's a few things that are glaring that are going to have to be taken care of today. So this is the plan for the day, and then I'm going to show you what some of those trouble spots were looking like and how they filled in. So number one, we're still dealing with dandelion all through here. So it's time to do that. I kind of had a feeling we're going to have to clean that up. So I will be doing another application of broadleaf today to take care of that. The biggest things that are happening here right now would be this. We've got irrigation areas that are not quite hitting, so I'm going to do some adjustments on that here as well, sort of on this little area. And then other than that, just over here by the trampoline, so there's some stuff that's just missing that needs to be addressed. So I'm going to fire all those up and do some adjustments, and then we're going to do another treatment today, and I'll talk about what I'm going to use here in a second. So if you haven't heard about it by now, what I have right here is the new Greene County GreenePak, and what it consists of is, I'll show you. 1801 Green Punch, GreenePhite, the new GreenePhite, as well as GreenPak. So let's talk a little bit about why this pack now exists and what it's really for. So this is about as close to a lawn in the box as you can get if you're just planning on running a liquid fertilizer program. It's pretty simple to put together. You can figure out all the app rates really easily. But we've got some good high-end liquids in here with the Green Punch and the GreenePak. GreenePak also containing 21% phosphorus, so you've got your P right there. And then we've got this new GreenePhite. Very dense, very heavy material, 0031. And so now that's something nice that you can add into your program to get a nice potassium kick if you're going to be using liquids. Now, I've stressed this before, I'm going to say it again, just for the sake of everybody else that's out there. If you are deficient by pounds and pounds of potassium in your soil, running a liquid will not catch you up. There is a good amount in this particular bottle, right around 4 pounds. If you do the math on it, it's about 13 pounds a gallon at 31%. Kind of a lot. So you do have a lot in here, but again, you're constantly going to be playing catch up if you don't do one sort of intervention application at least with granular if you're low in potassium. Today we're going to go ahead and hit GreenePak. We're going to put that out there, and we're going to put GreenePhite out there, and then I also have RGS with me, so those three are all going to go down. I'm going to go with 16 ounces on the GreenePak. I'm going to go with 6 ounces on the GreenePhite, and I'm going to go with 6 ounces on the RGS. Now, I'm also going to be using the Barenbrug RPR to fill in some spots out there and do a little bit of overseeding. I've been toting this bag around for quite some time because I'm actually planning on using it in my lawn as well. But I'm going to use probably about 5 to 7 pounds out here today and get it down in sort of the bare spots. So typically you're going to want to wait about 3 weeks after the turf has been established, or a couple of mows before you use a broadleaf herbicide on your new seedlings. But even when you're doing it in the beginning, I'm going to be using T-Zone again today. They recommend about 3 weeks after your herbicide application before you seed. So I want to make sure that this isn't near it. We're only spot spraying. I'm going to be doing that with a backpack sprayer, and then I can get this out where it needs to be. So this whole downside right here, this was like super thin and gray, and you can see that from the last time I was out here. This is where you could see all the sod lines before, and those are totally gone. So this thing is filled in incredibly well in 4 weeks. I ran the same thing that I did on Boomer's lawn here. This got dethatched, this got aerate, it got RGS, and it got Green Punch. Major, major, major impact in the turf density and the overall health here. That's all I can do for today. We accomplished a lot. We'll come back in 2 weeks and take a look at it. So make sure you're subscribed so you can be part of this. You can see everything that's going on and how this property is going to turn around even more than it already did, which is freaking amazing. I mean, look at that.